At the end of a narrow, rain-soaked alley, where the streetlights flicker like dying memories, a cold drizzle falls without rest. The cobblestones breathe the scent of wet earth, and the rhythm of raindrops echoes like a quiet, endless chant. These alleys are so tight that if two strangers walk toward each other, their shoulders will inevitably touch. And somewhere in the heart of this forgotten passage, a small shop waits in silence. Its faded sign reads, "The Moment Shop, legal and guaranteed." A yellow board, stained by years of rain, as if no hand has touched it in decades. The wooden door is old, and when it opens, the bell doesn't ring, it sighs. A breath of aged wood and ancient dust spreads through the dim interior. Tall shelves rise all the way to the ceiling, each one lined with small glass jars. And inside every jar, a light glows. Every light is a moment. A fragment of someone's life, captured, stored, and ready to be bought or sold. Some lights are calm and blue. Some warm and golden. Some red, sharp and intense, like a flame that lived only for a heartbeat. In one corner, a small wooden desk holds an old notebook left open. Names fill its pages, names of those who have traded their moments. The faded and bold lines show that this business has existed far longer than anyone realizes. The shopkeeper is an old man named Mr. Sarmond. His face is carved with deep wrinkles, each one looking like a story trapped beneath the skin. His gray eyes are empty, the eyes of someone who has witnessed thousands of moments, and no longer finds anything surprising. Every moment you buy stays with you forever. Every moment you sell leaves you for good. David, a man around 40, is the one who steps into this strange place. A failed writer. A man whose life has become a chain of gray days and endless nights. The only thing still alive in his memory is a laugh, a deep, genuine laugh he once shared with friends. A laugh that rose from the bottom of his soul and, for a brief instant, washed away every sorrow. He was once a passionate writer. His youth was filled with short stories published in small local magazines. They brought him a tiny spark of recognition, just enough to keep him going. He wrote through the nights, fueled by coffee and soft music humming in the background. But failures came one after another. Harsh criticism. Publishers who didn't care. And slowly, his spirit cracked. His pen fell silent. His notebook stayed empty. Friends drifted away, one by one, until only Mark, his oldest friend, remained, visiting him from time to time, trying to keep a small flame of hope alive. David often remembered the first story he ever published. A brief moment of pride. A moment that stayed in his mind like a distant star, long after everything else collapsed. When he entered the shop, his eyes wandered across the glowing jars. Each one was a window into someone else's life. He saw a child riding a bicycle alone for the first time. He heard the roar of thousands cheering at a massive concert. He felt the peace of someone who, after years of illness, could finally breathe deeply again. On another shelf, a young painter's first gallery moment shimmered, her tears of joy captured forever. In another jar, two brothers embraced after years of painful separation. Every moment glowed like a temptation, dancing before his eyes. David asked, "How could anyone sell something like this?" Mr. Sarmond answered softly, "Sometimes people believe their moment is a burden. Or perhaps it hurts so much that they want to be rid of it, but they forget, even the painful moments are part of who they are." David picked up a blue jar. A spark of hope flickered inside him. But to take it, he had to give one of his own moments in return. Without thinking, he offered the moment of his deep, heartfelt laughter. A warm, red light, his brightest memory. In the days that followed, he wrote again. His stories were alive, full of energy, full of characters who fought and rose again. His friends were stunned. A small publisher even showed interest. David felt life smiling at him once more. He wrote late into the night, woke up energized, and filled his days with ideas and passion. But his laughter, it never returned. He sat among friends, listened to their jokes, but only a dry smile touched his lips. One day, someone asked, "Why don't you laugh like before?" David had no answer. Even when old memories were brought up, his laughter stayed far away, like a shadow he could no longer reach. He tried to bring it back. He watched comedies, revisited old memories, returned to places that once made him happy. But nothing worked. His laughter was a locked door, and the key was gone. Desperate, he returned to the shop. Mr. Sarmond looked at him and said, "The moment you sold is no longer yours. Someone bought it. It belongs to them now. No trade can bring it back." And in that instant, David understood. He had made a terrible mistake. He had sold a moment that shaped who he truly was. Now, no matter how much he wrote or how much hope he found, that deep laughter was gone forever. It wasn't just a reaction, it was a piece of his soul. A piece now missing. He stepped out of the shop. The rain still fell. The streets were dark and wet. David walked, realizing that perhaps no moment should ever be traded. He looked up at the sky, rain running down his face, and whispered inside his heart, "No moment can replace another."